Hey everybody, Paul Leogrand here with Real Broker, and we're diving in today the top 5 pros and cons of buying a property here in beautiful Fort Myers, Florida. Whether you're looking for a seasonal home or an investment property or planning to relocate to the Sunshine State, Fort Myers has a lot to offer, for sure. But like any place, there are things you're going to want to consider before making a move. So let's jump in. So here are the top 5 pros and cons of buying property here in beautiful Fort Myers. Let's start with the pros. Year-round sunshine. It's great for outdoor activities for those that love golf or fishing or hitting the beach. No need to shovel sunshine, as they say. Just remember, those summers can get a little toasty, but we'll get to that a little later. Number 2 pro of buying property down in Fort Myers, the growing real estate market. The second pro is that Fort Myers is growing in the real estate market day by day. It's an excellent time to invest. As you all know, the feds have reduced the interest rates over the course of the past week, and they're only going to come down even further. So many areas of Fort Myers, Gateway, Sanibel offers diverse housing options. It's great, ranging from single family homes to luxury condos and everything in between. Number 3, affordable cost of living. Believe it or not, again, my wife and I moved down here from New Jersey a few years back, where even then it was, and this is during the pandemic, even before the pandemic, it was impossible to buy up there. So relatively speaking, Southwest Florida is still affordable. Housing prices are more reasonable than places even over on this side in Fort Myers. A lot more reasonable than places like Miami or even Naples. So you get a lot of bang for your buck when you come and look to invest in Fort Myers property. Pro number 4 of living in or buying property in Fort Myers: outdoor lifestyle and amenities. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, Fort Myers is paradise. There's plenty of parks, nature preserves, golf courses, areas to fish in. Plus, we're really close to the Gulf. If you're into offshore fishing, boating, super exciting for any of that. Not to mention there's always some type of festival or, farmers markets. I mean, we're right by the islands, right? So Sanibel, there's always fun things to do and explore out there. If you like shelling, you're definitely in the right place. The number 5 pro of investing in property here in Fort Myers would be the excellent school districts and communities. Fort Myers is home to some highly rated school and family-friendly neighborhoods right here in Gateway. If you're raising kids or planning on raising kids in the future, these communities offer great educational options and a strong sense of community. We do a lot of activities right here. You'll find it all over Fort Myers, but specifically in the Gateway area. We have pool events, we have farmers markets. It's really, really great. Let's talk about the cons to investing in a property in Fort Myers or even the surrounding areas. So we mentioned it before early on. I would say the number 1 con, yes, you can't shovel sunshine. However, it's hot and humid during the summers. How hot and humid? I don't think it's gotten below 90 degrees since April. So it's pretty warm. So I'll be real with you. Summers in Fort Myers are hot. If you're not used to the Florida climate, those mid-July, August heat waves can be pretty intense. But hey, you have pools and air conditioning, so there you go. Small price to pay if you ask me. The number 2 con of investing in property down here in Fort Myers: hurricane seasons. While direct hits aren't constant, you'll need to be prepared for sure. That means having proper insurance, having a good plan in place, sometimes even to evacuate, but having a good emergency plan in place if you were to lose power or have to deal with some flooding, right? Many of the homes down here are already equipped with storm shutters of some sort, which is really great. It's a very common thing. And those shutters range from, metal kind of plate shutters that go across your windows, or you could get professionally installed shutters. that are automated in some form. So there's plenty of options there. But being prepared is absolutely one of the most important things, and that's our number 2 con. Number 3 con of purchasing property in the Fort Myers area is the traffic and the tourists. A while back, my wife and I were tourists. We had been down here a few times to just scope it out, and we didn't really get a good sense of the amount of traffic that exists during peak season, during on season, right? When our seasonal residents are here, and that's usually, you start seeing it in October sometimes, and it usually goes right through April, May even, right? So it's very busy. The traffic gets pretty intense, and sometimes it's hard to get around. So you got to give yourself some extra time if you're commuting to your job during the season. The number 4 con of purchasing property here in the Fort Myers area would be the amount of HOAs that you run into. Most communities have HOAs, and although HOAs are really great, they maintain the beautiful lands that we have. A lot of these neighborhoods are just absolutely gorgeous, and a lot of it is due to the HOAs being involved. They could be quite pricey. So, and also, they do change pricing year to year. And most of the time, if there's a storm during the year, you'll quite possibly could get hit with a special assessment. So it's a fee outside of the normal amount that you pay, either on a monthly or a quarterly basis. But it's also a pro, again, HOAs, because a lot is taken care of for you. So if you're that type where you want your outdoors to be taken care of, you don't have, or you don't want to spend the time to mow your lawn or take care of any of the yard work at all, you can move into a community that has an active HOA, and they take care of all of that for you. And the number 5 con to purchasing property here in Fort Myers, I would say, would have to be the lack of public transportation. The public transportation is somewhat limited down in Southwest Florida. If you're moving here, owning a car is almost a must. You definitely need some type of vehicle to make your way around. Fort Myers City is growing, but we haven't seen major expansion in public transit systems that you might find in larger cities yet. So there you have it, my top 5 pros and cons of buying a property here in Fort Myers. Every place has its ups and downs, but if you're looking for sunshine and a growing real estate market with vibrant outdoor lifestyles, Fort Myers is definitely the place for you. If you have any questions, if you'd like to explore options more in depth with me, give me a ring, shoot me an email. All of my links are down below. Also, if you could like and subscribe to my brand new YouTube channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Super excited that you're here visiting me, and talk to you all again soon.